Hey, what's good? I'm doing a horse dredge video for you guys. So last time I did this deck, I did a rough draft of it. This is actually a completed build with quite a few changes to it. So I'm gonna thoroughly go through this for you guys and show you guys everything that's in here. So for the commander, it's this. And I'm sure you guys are probably wondering, like, why is this the commander now? Well, I'll explain that as I go through the deck. So, first things first, I'm going to show off the mill stuff. Because you're basically milling yourself, is basically what the whole basis of the deck is. So, let me zoom in a little bit more on each of them. There we go. So, basically the main goal that you want with this is you sacrifice a creature and then you regenerate this creature. And so with the whole lot of cards that have Dredge for the mechanic, then you can sacrifice these and then just mill yourself more whenever they go to a grave. So that's kind of the whole concept of why he's in here. So yeah. So there's that. And then, so you return lands with this, which is really quite good. There is possibly one more card that might be in here, that I do not have yet, but I'll have to see if I plan to put that in here or not. But, Marriage Dredge, enchant creature gets +3/+3. That's basically all that really does. So it's nothing real too crazy, but it's another milling card. So, and then main thing that you want is that he's kind of big or can be kind of big and and mainly the Dredge. So. And then this is mainly just for Dredge. It's mainly just vanilla outside of that. And then this also helps recycle. Whenever it dies, you put a creature from your grave on top of your library. So if you can put like a Dredge card, and then if you have a Dredge card in your grave, then you just mill and then just keep the pattern going. So it's pretty good. And then you can sacrifice it, and then put a +1/+1 counter on target creature, and it has Dredge 3. So, and then, so you mill 3 cards, and then you may put a land from the grave on top of your library. So, it's not bad. And then I finally got a Buried Alive, which is really quite good. And then I got the Icon Entombment, I think is what this card's called. Where you just send a creature from your deck to a grave. So it's pretty good. So that's basically it for the mill stuff. Let's go to over here next. It's off camera, but it's another part that I want to discuss with you guys. So this is more revival cards. There we go. So you return up to 2 target creatures from your grave to your hand. So that's basically all that really does, at least for this stack of cards in the deck. Is that you're returning things to your hand that you want to have back in your hand. So This is basically return target permanent, so you can return land as well if you need to. But yeah. Return target card. Return target creature for the adventure mechanic. This is only for like the return up to 2. I only plan on just casting that one, but I guess you can cast both if you want to. But and then persist. So that's that part of the deck. And then now I want to explain to you guys why I have more fun as the commander. So this is Plague Mare, and then I add blue in here. Not a big amount of blue, but a couple blue cards. This is essentially a board wipe with Plague Mare, as you guys can see. So there's that, and then I want to add a few counter spells. Reason being is that once you have a lot of stuff in your grave, if your opponent plays an exile spell, that completely just screws you over, essentially. So I wanted to try this issue is like if I have a counter spell in my hand, I have a few ways of searching for one, and if I can stop something, then that's fine. I know there is a land that does it too, exiles target opponent's grave, and I can't do anything about that. That's a land's a land, like I can't counter a land, so. But for the spells that do it, then I can pretty much just counter them. So that's the reason why I have a different commander is I'm testing a small amount of blue in here. So hopefully that makes sense to you guys on why that is. And then here's kind of another cool card from Mirza Markov Manor. So you look at the top 4, you put 2 into your hand, and then the rest go into your grave, and then you lose 2 life. So it's essentially another mail card. So it's kind of interesting in that perspective. And then here's more kind of revival stuff that is also really quite good. So if it doesn't get milled. so there's that. And then next is kind of the rule stuff that I have in the deck. So Path to Exile, Slice from Shadows. So it cannot be countered, and then target creature gets -X/-X. So this essentially gets around indestructible. Because it's gonna -X/-X, or indestructible does like prevents like actual damage being dealt to it. So if it's if it dies in form of -1/-1 counters, then the indestructible doesn't see that and it still dies. So it's pretty cool. And then their rule card that cannot be countered. So Swords to Plowshares, Assassin's Trophy, and then Murderous Rider, destroy target creature or planeswalker, and then it essentially recycles itself whenever it becomes a creature. So that's also pretty cool. So that's essentially it for that. And then for the 2 search cards I have Dig Up and Dark Partition. So they essentially both search for a card. This can also search for a land as well if I needed to, so that's also pretty good. But yeah, And then if you have 2 or more instants or sorceries in the grave, then add 3 black mana. So that's also not bad either. So, and now for the good stuff, and I'll show off the rest of the deck. So I put Mana Crypt in here, which is obvious. Chromatic, or I was gonna say chromatic. So this one I just picked up recently, and it's actually pretty good. So yeah, Mox Amber, Jeweled Lotus, and then Mana Vault. So yeah, that's essentially it for the more good stuff. Now for the rest of the deck that I will show you guys. So hopefully that beginning made sense to you guys on why I run certain things I do in here. So Roaming Throne. This is essentially Underworld Charter, which I have the real version of the card next to me for you guys to see. So that's essentially the real card, and that's just a custom one I did. So. And I have the real ones of the other ones I have in here too. So land, Master Girl. This card's actually kind of disgusting with the if I have Dredge on the field, because if they die, then they get to kill something, and then I get to mill myself even more with those cards if I choose to during my draw phase. So it's like it's kind of win-win with that card on in here. So Heroic Intervention, Soul Ring, just kind of some lands, Authority Consoles, obviously because I run Crust of Summer in here, so obviously. Armored Warhorse, it's just a generic 2/3 vanilla, so. But more lands, Build a Pony, card draw where I cast a creature, so that's pretty good. I have no maximum hand size with this, so that's also pretty good. But more lands, Vimare, just a good horse card. Mauve Pony, attacking creatures get +1/+1. This has Soul Bond, where if your opponent casts a spell, then each of those creatures or both get +1/+1. So it's really quite good. Commander Sphere, Wildcard Tower, Kindred Boon. Name horse, and you can put an indestructible counter on any of them. So that's really quite good. Diamond Mare, more like Gain. Burnished Hearts, mainly for searching for more lands, is mainly why it's in here. Helmet of the Host, for copying Crested Summer, so that way you can get more horses and equal more horse tokens. So, and then Shield Mare. And then there's one more little stack to go. So, Flawless Maneuver. So if you control your commander, you can pay this without paying the mana cost, which creatures you control get indestructible until end turn, which is really quite good. Cavern Souls, Manifold Key, Immortal Sun. This card's actually kind of good, depending on what you have it in. More lands. Chromatic Lantern, Navigator's Compass. You can tap it, make a target land any color, so that's also really quite good for that. Arcane Signet, Crested Summer, and then Stallion of Ashmouth. So yeah, that's essentially it for the Horse Dredge deck. I'll be playing this probably Friday night of this upcoming week. And then probably for this upcoming weekend, I'll have videos on the Thunder Junction spoilers. If I find anything cool, I'll make a video of it for you guys. So that'll probably be on both days because there'll be more stuff that'll be revealed each day. So I'll probably split it up into two different parts. So, but yeah. So thank you for watching, and yeah, I'll catch y'all in the next video. Alright, there goes.